Heyo! We've got game number 3 here. That last one was a quickie, wasn't it, folks? MC showing us that he still knows how to how to forge, cannon rush his opponent, PvP. That still works. Yes, it still works. It's like, you know, the occasional 6 pool in ZVZ. Just, you know, sometimes you got to do it to keep your opponents on their toes. And MC just continuing to be aggressive and just trying to control the game his way. And I bet you Feast wasn't expecting that. He's probably like, wait, huh? MC cannon rushed me? It's been a little while since I've seen a cannon rush in PvP, but I mean, it still works. Strats may be old, but if they work, they work. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, Feast over here will be on the left side in the blue in Antigua Shipyard, and MC will be in the red on the right. So, yeah. I don't know what to say about that. There's not much to commentate whenever someone cannon rushes somebody. It's like, well, there it is, folks. He placed those pylons in a good spot. That was nice. I mean, we can analyze where he put the pylons. He managed to block the space with 2 pylons instead of 3, which makes it a lot faster to do, cheaper. And then he reinforced the one that got taken out with 2 more behind it. Standard cannon rushing tactics worked out. I mean, MC did it well. He didn't do it badly, and it worked out pretty well for him. So both players doing the same build so far. Is he Feast this game? What he's going to do? Is he going to play aggressive, or is he maybe going to be a little bit more timid after getting cannon rushed and having his 4-gate get shut down? I mean, where do you go here if you're Feast? It's like, well, I tried to 4-gate him. That didn't work out. He just cannon rushed me, so I want to play safe, sort of, but I don't want to get in a long macro game versus MC because I will probably lose that because he's a Code S quality player. Second gas going up there for Feast. MC, what is he doing over here in his neck of the woods? Hasn't yet taken the gas yet. Nope, there he goes. Actually, he was going to block it. Now he's going to take it. Okay, if they were just going to block it from Feast stealing it. But second gateway is up here for MC, so MC might be opening up with the Stalker play. Just skipping the Zealot, going for a quick early 3 Stalkers to play defensive, then throw up a Robo after that. And then maybe transition into a Nexus. So that's kind of what I'm expecting to come out of MC this game. Feast still looking around with this probe. First Stalker coming out here for MC. First Stalker coming out for Feast. And let's check the old Chrono Boost energy. We have 16 over here, and a little bit more over here. So Feast, I think he cut some Chrono Boost on probes. Maybe not. I think MC actually spent a Chrono Boost on the Stalker, whereas Feast didn't do that. But Feast is supply block there for a little bit. No, he's at supply block. So second Stalker coming out and he's deciding to Chrono Boost it. Actually going for a Zealot, so already has 1 Zealot out. And a Stalker. MC skipping the Zealot. And where is MC going with this probe? If he's just looking around or if he's doing that actively. Pylon up here at the front there for MC. And MC throwing up a sentry. Okay, MC's going to be playing defensive and he hasn't... okay, where's he looking? I don't know where MC's going with this. Yeah, he just saw the 2 units in the middle here. He saw the Stalker and Zealot. And Feast, where is Feast going? Okay, he's probably putting maybe a pylon up here to be aggressive. I'm kind of curious what he's doing with this probe up there. I have to imagine it's for a pylon over here so he can start warping some guys here on the low ground. Yep, that's what it's going to be. I mean, MC, that's probably what he was doing with this probe. I don't know if he was just sitting over here waiting to see if a probe was going to run up here, but... I don't really know if this is a good... I mean, that's a decent spot for a warp in, but it's not nearly as good as this is up here. So, MC sneaking in a probe. Is he going to get a pylon, a proxy pylon in his opponent's base over here? Seems to be like it. Sorry, I had the old other wrong tab up there. So, Blink on the way in a robotics facility. Second gateway coming up. So, we'll probably see some offensive blink play coming from Feast here with an observer to allow him to blink up into the high ground from down to here to up here. And MC... going for essentially the same build, it looks like. Observer coming out. He's got the Twilight Council. Both players are deciding to do it in the reverse order. MC getting the Robo first, then the Twilight Council, whereas we saw Feast do the exact opposite. We'll see which player's build works out better. So Blink is going to be done, and the Observer. So I mean, MC's build is safer just because he's getting Observer a little bit earlier in case he has to worry about DTs. He already has his guys walled up here, and he's got the Observer out. He's got the Sentry there on the ramp, so it makes sense that he went for this build. He's got the Observer and the Stalker, so it might just come down to whether or not who snipes whose Observer first. Because if MC can snipe Feast's Observer, then Feast is going to be like, well, I can only harass the ramp, and that's going to really limit his possibilities. Where if he can just blink up at the remaining time without having to worry about getting his Observer sniped, then he's going to be in trouble. But I like to position this pylon here. So let's say Feast goes here for an attack. MC's like, all right, he's going to put pressure on me. I can warp in like a Zealot and then run into his main and start doing a little bit of harass while he's really focused on doing blink micro. So I'm imagining that's what MC is going to use that for. He's going to use it as just like a counterattack path of attack for whenever he starts getting pressured. So MC running around, his blink is going to be done, so he can now push out, be a little more aggressive. There's the pylon over here on the left, still there, and the Stalker up the front here for MC is going to get taken out. And Feast does show his blink, so he is aware that the blink is in play. Let's check the unit count, 11 versus 12. Wow, MC going for the aggressive play, blinking up their first bold plays with the Guardian Shield up. Observer here for MC, and MC is backing up a little bit. Blink micro between both the players is going on. Look at that, just blinking back and forth. The Observers are still floating around there. Those guys are kind of just dancing in the sky, and MC seems to have the advantage. He's blinking forward, but no, nice control there from Feast, taking down both of those low HP Stalkers, and it seems like Feast is getting the reinforcements up there at the top. MC trying to blink back, but oh man, it's kind of closer. Zealot gets in the mix, but I think Feast has more units. 6 versus 6, still pretty close. Warp in on the way. Feast does have 2 more workers as well, and there's a lot of low HP Stalkers here for... Oh no, he doesn't. Oh, that was so close. He almost lost 4 Stalkers right there. So MC has the supply lead, but Feast has got his Stalkers have more HP. So I don't think he went up there for any type of Zealot harass, which would have been pretty useful. But in that situation, now he's warping in a Zealot, so now he's going to go in there. But I think this is a little too late here. He may get 1 kill, but in the heat of the battle, I think would have been the perfect situation. Yeah, he's already warping in Stalkers. This Zealot's not going to do much except get off a good scout, which is, you know, in its own a good use of the Zealot. But I think if MC would have maybe done his first warp in at that pylon, went in there and did some harass, that would have severely screwed up Feast Blink Micro, and MC could have taken that. But in all honesty, I think MC thought, all right, I'm going to blink battle versus Feast. I'm going to win this, no problem. Fortunately, I mean, he sort of won it, but I think he could have, if he warped in that Zealot down there and just caused Feast to have to look back at his base for like even a couple seconds, be like, wait, what's attacking me? And pull probes off, lose a lot of mining time. That would have, I think that would have been the better play there for MC. But anyways, we've got the Immortals coming out here for MC. And he does have, both players do have blink. He's got the Nexus going up. Both players actually have a Nexus going up. Feast is going to finish a little bit sooner than MC's. And we have an Immortal out here for Feast probe transfer going down to Feast expansion. So what are we going to see here from each of the players? Feast has an option of, you know, maybe getting a couple Immortals and then just going for a quick timing, maybe taking MC off guard. MC has been playing mostly passive this game. So he may try to tech up into some type of Colossus play, just sit on the 2 base for a while, maybe defend an attack, set up a 3rd. I don't know. We'll see here. Feast can be feeling, I mean, he has to feel pretty good. He won a blink battle with MC and fared pretty well. Worker count 31 versus 29, so Feast still with that 2 worker lead. He just, 2 worker lead there for Feast. Sil's maintaining that advantage. 1 sentry out, 2 sentries out there. He's got the nice spread of his units. I like the spread of the Stalkers there. As if you're going to get EMP'd and all your High Templar are going to lose all their energy. Spread out your units there. Get a nice concave. Works out. So MC with some orbiting some guys on the low ground. I like this, how he's splitting up his army. He's, I think his army positioning is better than Feast. Feast is keeping the majority of his forces down here in the low ground, as opposed to where MC is keeping his Stalkers and Observer in the main, and just keeping his Immortals and Sentries here on the low ground. So I think defensively speaking, MC is playing the smarter right now. Because let's say MC attacks, he could go in for an attack on the front and then blink into the main and start to do some harass up here and maybe pick off a pylon or something like that. Something little, or maybe pick off a rallied Immortal. That could be pretty big. So while this is a nice split, I think that I like MC's choice to split up his army. I think I like his choice better. Also, considering the fact that Feast was playing aggressive with the Blink Stalker, I think that's a smarter move. So, we've got the Robotics Bay on the way for SKMC, still chrono boosting out those Immortals, and starting to make another gateway. He's on 4 gateway right now, 5th and 6th gateway going up here for MC. And Feast doing the exact same, throwing up some more gateways and going for a High Templars. Interesting. Okay, so this is something I've been noticing a lot in PvP. Instead of going for the Colossus addition as soon as you get on 2 base, what you do is you get some High Templar and you make them Archons. So you have Archons, Immortals, and Stalkers. And that's a pretty rough army to beat because Archons tank Immortal shots like nobody's business, and Immortals just in the back have just awesome DPS. So you have your Archons up front doing pretty good DPS versus their Zealots, because Zealots, are biological, so they'll be doing good damage versus that. And Archons, crush force field, so sentries are kind of thrown away. You might as well go ahead and just use Guardian Shields. So I think right now the army composition is going to favor Feast if he attacks before MC has a chance to get too many Colossus out. As soon as he gets like 4 or 5 Colossus, I think that's the turning point where MC's army composition does become superior. But until then, I think right now, the way Feast is playing it, where he's playing aggressive, and look at this, a Stalker needs to get fired, he's just letting probes slip on by. That needs to be up a little bit closer here, MC. And the probe is going to get in here, and Feast is going to go for an attack. He's got the 2 Immortals, and I really like this timing here from Feast. MC is going to have some maybe good force fields, maybe throw him in the back, cause his opponents to split up, but here we have it. Feast is going to head in. He's kind of separating his army, putting the Zealots in the front, little Archons in the front there. MC is on the right side, and then we have a lot of Immortals over here on the right. Feast blinking up to the top, focus fire down all those Immortals. Archons pushing up to the front. Nice Guardian Shields here by both players. Colossus in the back trying to micro that as well as possible. But look at this, Feast just focus fire and killing all the Immortals. Now, SKMC has not as much DPS in the Immortal in the back, and the Archons are just doing so much damage. Nice blink play here from Feast. And I just liked his targeting ability on the Immortal. Straight up was a pretty smooth move. Now the Zealots with Chargers streaming in there. And oh wow, this is looking extremely bad for MC. There's just a huge army here for Feast and MC's expansion, and there's the GG. MC leaves the game, and Feast takes a well-deserved victory. So MC this game was playing safe, and it just didn't work out for him. I think everything he did worked out well. It's just that there was the timing in there, like I was talking about, that Feast just capitalized on, and it worked out really well for him. MC, the 2 games he won, we could look at, the 2 games he did win were games where he was playing very aggressive, and he was in control of the game. In this one, he kind of sat back. He's like, all right, I'm going to do my thing. You can do whatever you want, and I'll be able to hold it. He did. His blink, he got a little bit later, but as soon as he pushed out, he was ready for it. He had a blink at battle with Feast and came out just a hair ahead, so he's probably feeling pretty good about that. But I think the one thing I can really pick on MC, like I said earlier, was that he didn't warp in his Zealot and do the harass in the middle of that blink play. So other than that, good game between both the players here. Good play by Feast. I like the timing. So that's going to put Feast at 1 win and MC with 2 wins. So Feast is going to have to win 2 more in this best of 5 series to get the win. MC only has to win 1 more. Let's head on into game number 4 coming up next.